newspaper also today, and here you can show the importance of the paper. Okay, that is this topic here. What is the meaning of? What am I saying? Just I will explain. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan declared Kerala free from extreme poverty at special sessions of the Assembly on the occasion of the State Formation Day Kerala Pirvi on Saturday. State Formation Day, okay, making the first state to do so. Making the first state to do so. First state making the first state it to show. Making it the first state to do so. Okay. No issue. The opposition United Democratic Front walked out of the session questioning the propriety of conveying a special session just for the Chief Minister to make a statement under Rule 300 of the House procedure. Leader of the opposition BD Satishan also called it is a hollow proclamation. Mr. Vijayan, who called this year Kerala Pirvi the birth of a new era, spoke at length about the 4-year-long process that led to the declaration refuting the opposition charge, and the declaration was a publicity stunt ahead of the local day election. He said that the implementation of the extreme poverty eradication program was a decision taken in the first cabinet meeting of the Left Democratic Front in 2021. We only make a promises we can fulfill, and we have fulfilled what we promised, he said. This proud achievement belongs to the entire people of Kerala. We are witnessing a historic moment, the Chief Minister said. Means Kerala declares itself free of extreme poverty. CM calls it a historic moment. It is important. It is very important for GS in next 6 months exams. So here we are indicated that please read this type topic, and we are sending also here. So I hope that you are all focus on it and one time read it. Here you know about ban on polluting commercial vehicles takes effect as air quality deteriorations. Today air pollution is a big demerits of a human body, and ban is using for pollution. The ban on polluting commercial vehicles takes effect as air quality deteriorations. Teams of the Transport Department and Traffic Police went out across Delhi border on Saturday as the ban on non-Delhi registered commercial vehicles with BS3 complaints or lower emission standard commenced amid a dip in the capital's air quality. The step follows up the October 17 directive of the Commissions for Air Quality Management in the National Capital Regions and adjoining area banning the entry of such vehicles into the national capital from 1st November. It had issued the order as part of its plan to improve air quality, which slipped into the very poor category on Saturday. Delhi hours 24 hours average air quality index AQI stood at 303 at 4 pm, up from 218 a day earlier. According to official data, the pollution levels are accepted to remain at similar levels for at least the next 6 days. The Central Pollution Control Board CPCB classified very poor air quality AQI between 301 to 400 as likely to cause respiratory illness on prolonged exposure. The central government air quality early warning system forecast said air quality is likely to remain very poor till 4th November. Joint deployment to enforce the latest ban, a senior transport department official said 23 joint teams have been formed in collaboration with the Delhi Traffic Police. They have been deployed at major entry points including Kundli, Tikri, Rajkori, Ayanagar, Kalindi, Kunj, Aruchandi, Mandoli, Kapsera, and Bajhera toll points on the Dwarka Expressway among others. Approximately 50,000 to 70,000 vehicles below BS4 standards will be banned from entering Delhi, the official said. However, commercial goods vehicles registered in Delhi BS6 model complaints or those running on CNG, LNG, or electricity are exempt from the ban. A senior police officer added that multiple signage have been put up at border points and posted on social media, and advertisements have been issued to create awareness among transporters. Strict action will be taken against violations found within the city limits, the officer said. Meanwhile, Environment Minister Majinder Singh Sirsa Manijinder Singh Sirsa review pollution control measure at Anand Vihar, one of the city most polluted zones. He directed officials to decongest roads, ensure buses halt only at designated ways, and operate anti-smoke guns and mist sprayers during peak hours. Mr. Sirsa stressed the need for continuous monitoring across hotspots in the city. Each hotspot has unique challenges and our teams are addressing them scientifically, he said, adding that similar reviews are planned for Ashok Bihar and Punjabi Bagh through proactive teamwork among civic bodies, enforcement agencies, and citizens. We aim to make Delhi air cleaner and healthier, the environment minister said. Okay. Allegation of voter fraud reversible as MNS hold rally from rectification. It is also a important part. This is the news from the Chief Minister of Bengal. Trinamool Congress sends complaints to West Bengal CEO office alleging that the BJP Suvendu Adhikari has issued threats to BLO with imprisonment if they do not comply with his instructions. Subhendu Adhikari. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will hit the streets in Kolkata on November 4th to protest against the ongoing Special Intensive Revision, the short form of SIR, Special Intensive Revision. The Trinamool Congress chairperson will also be joined by Party General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee in a protest rally from Red Road to Choransko on November 4th. While the Trinamool Congress leadership has softened its stand from not allowing Sir in the state to not letting any legitimate voter be struck off the electoral rolls, the protest rally is being considered as an attempt to keep the pressure on the Election Commission, which is conducting in 12 states including West Bengal. The rally will coincide with the day when the door-to-door enumeration for the SIR will start. Under the SIR, house-to-house enumeration will take place for a month from November 4th to December 4th. The Trinamool leadership has tried to draw a parallel between SIR and the. What is the meaning of SIR? The meanings of SIR is special, intensive revision. The Trinamool leadership has tried to draw a parallel between SIR and the National Register of Citizens (NRC) and said that some people committed suicide because of it. Complaint sent. Meanwhile, the Trinamool Congress has also sent a complaint to the office of the Chief Electoral Officer, West Bengal, alleging that leader of opposition in West Bengal Assembly, Subhendu Adhikari, has issued threats to both levels officers. BLO, senior TMC leader and West Bengal Minister Anup Biswas. West Bengal Minister Arup Biswas, in a letter to the CEO on Friday, alleged that Mr. Adhikari during a recent press interaction had openly threatened BLO with the imprisonment of. BLO मतलब होता है booth level officers. Why did not comply with his instructions? In the letter, Mr. Biswas demanded that the CEO direct the police to register an FIR against Mr. Adhikari for criminal intimidation. Speaking to persons a few days ago, the BJP leader had made a reference to Bihar, saying that 54 CEO who did not follow the guidelines of the commissions have been put behind bars. Nothing illegal. Mr. Adhikari defended the charge against him and said that he said nothing illegal and he is willing to repeat the remarks again. The BJP leader said that BLO have to work independently and not in a favor of any political party. Meanwhile, West Bengal BJP President Samik Bhattacharya said that the party believes that illegal voters should be detected and deleted during the SIR. Mr. Bhattacharya said that the Trinamool Congress does not want any deletion from electoral rolls, including that of dead voters. This is very important topics. And you can also read it here. What is the meaning of diplomacy? I will also explain. Here's Mr. Jairam Ramesh. What is the statement of Jairam Ramesh from related to Congress party? I will explain about his statements in your channels Boli and Sons Digital Library and also competitive classes. Here's because we are not able to read the newspaper. We have no time for reading the newspaper, and also my GK is very big because I cannot focus in GK. I can focus only maths and reasoning and other subjects because I have no time for GK. But GK is a great part for exams if you not daily to daily update from uh, news, then you will a big budget and big syllabus of GK. And how you can complete it is not possible because every day you can update it about current affairs. So I have one things generated here in our channel Boli and Sons Digital Library and also competitive classes that I will update you from current affairs. I will update you from the daily to daily news, and I will update you from other things which is related to GK. So today I am start now, and it is the very important timing for your exam, and you have also very less time for exam dates, and also you have make a big plans for achieve the success in your exams. It is clear that it is a clear message for all students or all aspirants that if you do work hard and you will get success. If you do laziness, if you do show the laziness in your work, you can fail in your exam. It is a clear message for all aspirants. I hope that all we do healthy and all we do great work for your success, and according to your syllabus you will read, but GK you will I will updated GK daily to daily from my channels Boli and Sons Digital Library, and also competitive classes as like SSC Railway and CT, ET and Super TET, and also police and RPF and Bihar Daroga Police, MP Police Daroga. Also many types exams we will updated what is the fundamental rights of your and what how you can achieve the success in your syllabus achievement. Because karmanyo adhikaristu ma phalesu kadachana means it is clear message giving to the Arjun by Lord Krishna that you can only catching power in your syllabus, not also your result. But if your syllabus is completed, if your mock test is also achieving a more number, then you will succeed. It is clear message for all students. The today in the topic come in the topic and we will explain. India exits from Tajikistan airbase a setback to strategic diplomacy, says Congress. Congress leaders Jairam Ramesh here available noted as India was asked 4 years ago to scale down its presence. Means the Congress on Saturday described India withdrawal from the Aini airbase in Tajikistan as yet another setback to the country strategic diplomacy, calling it a blow to New Delhi regional influences. In a post on X, Congress General Secretary Communication Jairam Ramesh said India had set up the Aini airbase in the early 2000s and expanded its infrastructure substantially over the years. Given its extraordinary locations, India had major plans for expanding its presence at Aini. He said. Mr. Ramesh noted that India was asked 4 years ago to scale down its presence and has now fully withdrawn. It appears that India has finally shut down the base which was its only overseas military facilities. This is without doubt yet another setback for our strategic diplomacy, he remarked. He also noted that the Aini base, located about 10 km from Dushanbe, is near a museum that housed the 15-year-old Buddha of Nirvana, on the most remarkable exhibit of the region. India's presence at the Soviet-era Aini base ended following the expiry of a bilateral agreement with Tajikistan. Officials said agreement lapsed. The pact signed for the development and joint operations of the base lapsed around 4 years ago. India had upgraded the base by strengthening its runway, fuel depots, and air traffic control system, and had at one stage deployed Su-30 MKI fighter jets and helicopters there. Su-30 MKI fighter jets and helicopters there. The facility was last used in 2021 to evacuate Indian nationals from Afghanistan after the Taliban's takeover. The closures marks the end of India's only overseas military outpost, once seen as a key node in the Central Asian strategy. Congress tried to ban RSS, but people have accepted us. It is a not a big topic because Congress, the according to the Congress party, RSS is not good for India. But this is the matter of parties. It is not a big topic for your current affairs. Kerala declares free of extreme poverty. The remaining part of the first page. What is saying the Chief Minister of Kerala and how it is possible? He said that the process of identifying the extremely poor families began within 2 months of that decision, with active public participations including local body representatives, Kudumbasri workers, volunteers, and officials. The families identified through data collected at the local body level from scrutinized and recommended by ward committees. This was subjected to another check and a draft list was prepared. This list was presented to the Gram Sabha, and from it 1,03,099 individual from 64,006 families were identified as extremely poor, considering food, health, housing, and income as the critical factors for identifying the extremely poor. Micro plans were prepared for each family. In the first phase of the project, essential documents from were provided to 21,263 people who were struggling without even the basic documents. Regular supply of food has now been ensured through Kudumbasri for 20,640 extremely poor families. Health services, access to medicines, vaccinations, palliative care, and organ transplants have been ensured, he said. Houses were provided under the Life Mission for 4,677 families, while 2,713 families were provided land and houses. Livelihood support was provided to 4,394 families. A total of 35,041 families were made part of the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme (MNREGA), a scheme to provide special attention to 5,583 children through the Education Department and free travel for educational purposes, was implemented. Scholarships were provided to 331 students. A total of 28 single members families were shifted to safe shelters home. The process of eradicating extreme poverty is a continuation of the steps taken earlier for the universal public distribution system and for the eradication of landlessness and homelessness. Kerala has made remarkable progress in the Sustainable Development Index individual envisioned by the UN. By eradicating extreme poverty, our state is a laboratory for many welfare activities. In terms of extreme poverty alleviation too, we can hope that our experiments will become a model that other states in the country can benefit from, he said. Need for checks. Mr. Vijayan said that the government has spent over 1,000 crore for the implementation of the scheme. Steps should be taken to ensure that none of those who have been freed do not fall back into extreme poverty. For this, proper checks needs to be carried out from time to time. IIT Kanpur tried cloud seeding despite. This is the big topic today. IIT Kanpur, despite inputs from the India Meteorological Department (IMD) that clouds on October 28 in Delhi would be insufficient to coax artificial rain, researchers from the Indian Institute (IIT) of Kanpur went ahead with their plan of flying their Cessna plane and firing 10 kilograms of a concussion of silver iodide, common salt, and rock salt into the clouds to tear them twice, and failed wartime that Tuesday with Delhi air quality predictably poor. It was the first time the capital had experimented with cloud seeding since 1972 and are the first time ever with the express plan of improving air quality. Cloud seeding or spraying fine chemicals aerosols into rain clouds to induce rain has been a subject of investigation in India for decades, with the knowledge authorities on the subject Pune having conducted carefully experiments on the effectiveness of cloud seeding to enhance monsoon rain since 2009. We shared information with the IIT Kanpur on the cloud situation but did not give any specific input on whether they should go ahead with cloud seeding. A senior scientist with the Ministry of Earth Science MOES told The Hindu, "We did not give any advice because the IIT Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology (IITM) Pune has conducted several cloud seeding experiments over the years and there is still no concrete evidence that this works reliably. We did not give any recommendation but shared our inputs regarding clouds, which was that there were no clouds." Mr. Mohapatra, Director General IMD, confirmed to The Hindu that cloud inputs were shared, but he added that it was generic information. Manindra Agrawal, Director IIT Kanpur and the public-facing official of the institute program, said that while his team had interacted with IITM and IMD previously, where feedback had been negative, and that if cloud seeding for winter pollution would not work. But it does work, Mr. Agrawal told The Hindu. It may not have worked in India, but it has in China and United Arab Emirates. The decision to go ahead with the trial despite the IMD forecast for unfavorable clouds was deliberate, said Mr. Agrawal, because the team wanted to test the efficiency of their proprietary and solutions, which was 20% silver iodide, rock salt, and common salt, with the flares manufactured at Sivakasi, Tamil Nadu. We were aware that there was less than 15% moisture in the clouds, which is too little for seeding. However, we needed data to find out the potency of our indigenously made salt mixer. The implicit rule of cloud seeding is that it can only help in adding more water to clouds with minimum quantities of water vapor called warm clouds. But if clouds already have water vapor, they would rain anyway. So what's the gain from seeding? The IITM CAPEX Cloud Aerosol Interaction and Precipitation Enhancement Experiments CAPEX was designed to answer just that, just as medical researchers that test new drugs in randomized clinical trials by having a group of participants receive a drug and another only believing they have ingested a drug, and then evaluating if the actual recipients had improved health outcomes. The CAPEX researchers flared tubes of chemical powder attached to planes' wings to the base of selected warm clouds over Solapur, Maharashtra, a rain and water deflect region. They chose precisely 276 warm clouds and inflared 51, with the rest 125 left unseeded. The researchers were able to send aircraft. Each sortie cost 15 lakh to the intended clouds to be seeded, it turned out that half the seeded and nearly 70% of unseeded clouds dissipated without giving any rain. About 40% of the seeded clouds have gave rainfall and 27% unseeded clouds gave rainfall. Overall, seeded clouds gave an average 46% more rain at the seeded location relative to the unseeded ones over 100 square kilometer area downwind. There was 18% more rain in the seeded clouds versus the unseeded. Warm cloud seeding was appropriate for enhancing only monsoon rainfall. Okay, good. This is the silver iodide is more important for here. And also IIT Kanpur tried cloud seeding despite. And what is the Agrawal Saab is Manindra Agrawal, director of IIT Kanpur, and also researcher team CAPEX. CAPEX means, what is the means of CAPEX here? The full form of CAPEX: cloud aerosol interaction and precipitation enhancement experiment. It is important. This is the current affairs, and this is the daily current affairs according to the Hindu. It is important, and we are explaining these topics from channels Bolly and Sons Digital Library and also competitive classes. So please please subscribe these channels and also updated behalf of me to all guys, which is your got notifications. Then you will open and got a GK daily updated. Australian mining companies prefer India over China. This is a business part of the news, and also it is important topics. We are explaining it from channels of Body and Science Digital Library and also competitive classes. Here we are a big scope for students which want to join the library and also reading and completing his course about the syllabus. This is a very, very pleasant place and comfort for students all. So many students are available in this library and achieve your targets slowly, but we are improving and his personality also development in this library, and also motivation also available behalf of big motivational speakers. Many things are available, and we are want to success behalf of students. We are ready for doing the help in any positions to the students. This is my target. My target is only how to achieve the success, and new students which are reading the class 2, class 3rd. This is also a future of my village, future of my India. So how can be updated to my little students? This is a now just relax, and now we are starting a new topics about business topics. And Australian mining companies prefer India over China. Very good. Men's aim of visit to the boost trade and investment between Australia, First Nations people and India's mining and renewable energy markets. Just listen to me. Vinaya Deshpande Pandit. India is the preferred business destination compared with China, as the firms here are more transparent, honest, cost effective, and work in a legal framework similar for both the countries on account to British history, said the representative of a business delegation on mining equipment from Western Australia. A global leader in mining, Clayton Franklin, founder and chief engineer of EPCA, is a part of Australia's first ever First Nation business mission to India. First Nation means the business owned by the aboriginal originals of the country. This mission includes the owners of 8 Australian mining equipment technology and service companies, METS, mining equipments technologies and service companies from Western Australia who are on a week-long visit to Mumbai, New Delhi and Kolkata. The aim is to strengthen trade and investment opportunities between Australia's First Nations people and India's mining and renewable energy markets. We can work together with India, Mr. Franklin said. When we go to China, we see China is getting more expensive. We also see we get somewhat lied to. They are not completely honest with us. They don't avoid by patent laws IP. When we deal with an Indian firm, we find they have come out from the UK system. The laws are very common. There is no language barrier. We converse and get things done. A lot of them run similar to a Western company. There is no corruption that I have seen. We can do business very easily, he said. Zero emission. His firm, which provides solutions for zero emission, is mining equipment convergence worldwide, sees opportunity in retrofitting India's 100-ton electric trucks used for mining. Chris skimmed MD Volhara Group, which makes and distributes cleaning and hygiene products, sees India as an opportunity to reduce not just the logistic and inventory cost by 75%, but also the carbon footprint. China has been an institutionalized avenue for imports for Western Australia for the last 20 years, but the supply chain is for 4 months. If we have to import, the investment in terms of stock requirement is 4 months. So we are outlaying 4 months of capital investments for China. India has the capability to provide an alternative, so we can cut supply chain investment from 4 to 1 month. We share the Indian Ocean. I am excited about seeing what we can source from India and bring to Western Australia, which is the largest resource in mining sector the world, he said. Okay, good. What is the meaning of GST? I explained it. And record auto sales and festival GST rate cut. Okay, what is the record? Here जागृति चंद्रा न्यू दिल्ली उनके द्वारा दी गई ये बिजनेस न्यूज है. ड्राइवन बाय फेस्टिवल डिमांड्स एंड ए बूस्ट फ्रॉम द रिसेंट GST रेट कट, इंडिया ऑटो इंडस्ट्री विटनेस्ड रिकॉर्ड ब्रेकिंग मंथली सेल्स with Tata Motors overtaking Mahindra and Mahindra in overall volumes. However, SUV continued to dominate buyers' preference. Across brand, Maruti Suzuki posted a robust 10.5% year-on-year growth, achieving its highest ever domestic sales at 180,675 units. Compact segment that includes Baleno, Celerio, Dzire rose to 76,143 units, up from 65,948. SUVs such as Brezza, Ertiga, Grand Vitara climbed 9.8% to 77,571 units, compared with 70,644 last year. Small car dip. However, sales of small cars such as Alto and Espresso declined to 9,067 units, down from 10,687. In October 2024, a decline of 15% Tata Motors recorded